Power keeps going out. Just want to show my standby power. There's a multi-LED light hanging from the ceiling fan, candle. This is a small USB power charger by Mophie. It'll charge a phone fully, so I'm guessing it'll give 7 or 8 hours of light. Beeswax candle will burn for 10 to 12 hours. Multiple USB light plug into my iSound. Turn that one off. And looking at my couch, this multiple LED light, very, very bright. It's got 3 AA batteries in it. I do have a stock of AA's, so I actually wanted to take a step outdoors, even though we won't be able to see anything. You might be able to hear we're getting 70-mile-an-hour wind gusts. It's actually calmed down a little bit. No, that wasn't a train going by, that was just wind. So yeah, very, very severe storm, and it's really just begun. I believe everything is again closed in New York for tomorrow, Tuesday. It's another day off for work. But a day off isn't so much fun when you don't have power. I have, of course, books to read, books to write. I have my iPhone and a way to recharging it. And the 4G still works. Very slow up here where I live, but it works. So I do have some internet access. So I will find things to do. Of course, the iPhone doesn't show just how bright it is in here, sitting under this light. I mean, you can see the carpet. It's dirty because I've been carrying wood in and out all day. But here's my hand. A little dirty from carrying wood in and out all day. But plenty bright for anything you want to do in the house. In fact, it just might be bright enough to show me. Am I coming through? John Monk 66. Videoing in the middle of the storm of the century here in New York. 70-mile-an-hour winds, power's down in about 50% of my area of New York. But half the people I know don't have power. My power keeps coming back on, but then getting lost again. But I don't need it. I did some preparation. My preparation included filling the bathtub with water. That's for basic bathing and flushing the toilet. I have about 4 gallons of drinking water, as well as other things to drink. Plenty of food. It's not the middle of winter, so it probably won't go down below 50 tonight. So a few extra blankets, sleeping bag, that's all you need. I'm just hoping I come through without any damage. One of my neighbor's trailers. For those of you who have not seen trailers or don't know anything about them, they're basically houses that are about 3 feet off the ground, and you put them down on a foundation, but you surround the entire bottom of the house with skirting board, which is like a plastic or metal 3 feet tall plastic sheets which you attach to the side of the house just to cover up the foundation and the wheels of the trailers. These are actually trailer homes. And my neighbor next door, one entire side of the house, all that stuff is blown off and all over my house and banged off my car. Luckily my car's not very pretty, so I don't care about that. But I'm hoping there's no damage to my house. And I'm hoping there's no leaking in the roof. And, to go without power for a few days, to go without water. Once the storm is over, even if you don't have power for a few days, in my case, we use well water, so we won't have water if there's no power. As long as the storm is over and the roads are pretty much clear, I can get to a store and buy all the water and food I need. If I haven't stocked enough, the storm is not going to last forever. But I definitely have enough for 2 or 3 days. Of course, real emergency, if somehow this storm lasted for a week, there's a river 50 feet away from my front door. Well, a stream. It's almost a river now. Plenty of fresh water, can bring it back here and boil it up. I have enough fire making supplies to boil, wow, I could probably boil 50 gallons of water with the amount of solid fuels and liquid fuels that I have, and gas. But I also have a propane stove which does not require electric, so it's still working. That can be an emergency source of heat if I needed it to be, even though that's not a great idea, guys. But it is another way to boil hundreds of gallons of water, so that's not going to be a problem. A full bathtub will flush your toilet probably 30 or 40 times. 20 anyway. So that's plenty good, and of course 1 pail of water is plenty to wash yourself down once a day. And you got things like handy wipes and other such things. So yeah, so it's just this is my first time living without power in a major storm, and I don't want to say I'm excited about it, because it's dangerous out there, and I hope everybody is okay and nobody is significantly impacted. But it is one way to test your survival gear without giving you the choice of doing it as a hobby. I gotta do it for real now. I gotta make sure, had to make sure I had enough water, food, light, and stuff to survive. Extreme worst case scenario, cars are generally, as long as you're not in a floodplain, a generally safe place. I filled up the tank with gas. If it was extremely cold, you could always go in your car at night time, leave the window cracked open just a tiny bit, and run the heat in the car and sleep there, and then come back in and fight the cold in your house. So there's many ways to survive and get by. So this is a survival video in a real world situation, what they're calling the perfect storm. Huge storm. And now without any real internet access and power, well, this is going to be uploaded when the storm is over, if I make it. Thanks for watching, guys.